Okay, we're here with Mark. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I know you spoke earlier today. I missed it because I've been out here, but how'd it go? What did you talk on?
It went great. I talked about my journey of going through 7 surgeries, beating cancer, and also I was in a wheelchair for 2 years, got to 390 pounds. You know, and I let people know that, you know, it's about gratitude, it's about appreciating life, and just do what you want and really enjoy life and enjoy the journey.
Was there something that you could talk about that would inspire people out there?
Well, you know, when I hurt my back, right, and I didn't know I was going to get in the wheelchair, okay? So when I got into the wheelchair, I was very, very depressed, okay? And then I started to think, you know what, I'm on the bottom. And when you're on the bottom, there's only one way, and that's up. And when you're on top, you need to be thankful and grateful. And so life is like Bitcoin or Ethereum, right? It's never going to stay up or down. It's going to go up and down. But if you think like that, you can get out of it. Now, once I got out of the wheelchair, I was 390 pounds from eating too much and so forth. That journey took me 10 years. 3 years to lose the weight, 3 years to not use it as a mechanism for, you know, depression and so forth, and 3 years to stabilize all. And really, I looked at it as like, hey, you know what? It's a journey. It's not overnight. Weight loss, pills, all of that, that's a quick fix. So I just enjoyed it and did it slowly because I wanted to feel better and I wanted to enjoy life. But from a common sense standpoint, your back is hurting. And really, it takes grit to do that. And that's the same thing with building a company or working with your family or so forth. There's ups and downs and so forth. Just got to do it, but it's all about life, right? You want to enjoy life.
So when you're at the lowest of the low point, how do you find that little bit of extra grit?
No matter how bad it is, there are people who are worse than us, okay? There are people who are missing arms. There are people who are burnt, who just appreciate life. There are people who are starving. Why do I deserve to live? Am I any better than any of those? Absolutely not. There are people who've died who could give more to this world and to people than I can. I'm just thankful for that. I'm thankful for the chance to live. So you just try to think positively so you can really have clarity to figure out what you can do with your body to get out of that. Because each one is different. You know, you're very skinny, so you're maybe somebody who doesn't gain weight. I can't eat like you, so you can do certain things that I can't do. I can't be arrogant and think. It's taking the ego out. You know, you need money to get a company going, but you need to execute. And that's whether a girlfriend, wife, anything. But the other piece is you need to keep the ego out and have more confidence, not ego. So if you've been doing this for 30 years and I start to tell you how to do it, what's that? That's my ego.
Tell us a little bit about your business background.
Yeah. So I'm an operator. I turn around companies. I've done small, big, large, manufacturing, telecom, all different types. I've got a private equity fund. And I go back to my grandmother's teaching, which is what she said is, make money to support your family. Okay? So it's about creating jobs. It's about supporting employees. If you get a nice car later or whatever, that's fine, but that's not the purpose. Every person meets about 10,000 people in their lifetime. If each person affects 10 people, okay, with kindness and so forth, over 5 generations, that's 200 million. If you add another generation, that's about 800 million. Because at the end of the day, the planet's going to stay. And it's about the people and the animals. And it's without people problems, you have no problems. It's all about life. We need to care for each other. If we don't, what's the point?
So it's super refreshing, I think, hearing from you, and super motivational. Is there any other thoughts you'd want to leave us with?
I always say, if you look at Mother Teresa, while she was a great humanitarian, regardless of what your religion is, she was also a great CEO. So these lessons are the building blocks to succeed and be successful. Because at the end of the day, even if it's AI, Bitcoin, anything, it's created by people. And so the better you are, the better you feel, the better you can do, right? And so they will help you become rich, successful, happy, and that's perfection.
Yeah, it's true, and I love how you tie it back to this core principle of family and looking after people, looking after employees, pleasure talking to you, man. I mean, I'm inspired. You give me a little pick me up for the rest of the day. How can people follow you, find out what you're up to?
People can follow me on Twitter at Mark Hamade. They can find me at markhamade.com. On LinkedIn, also Mark Hamade.
Thank you so much, Mark. Awesome talking to you, man.